You're listening to You Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuits.
Welkom terug, Bunkerface.
But what is this moon language you speak of?
I just said welcome back.
Well, yeah, I
sorry,
kind of guess that.
Say that.
Well,
should I?
Yeah. No, you should never say that. That's actually bad radio etiquette.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Never say welcome back to the show, because generally speaking, you hope they haven't gone anywhere. You can say, and we're back.
Yeah, I know, you do that.
Because, hey, we've just come back on it. Generally speaking, you don't want to say that anyway. But whatever the case, since no one actually understood what you just said, you made no mistake.
Wow.
Just don't mention it anymore. Yeah, I should start doing a foreign language show. I could say whatever the hell I wanted and people wouldn't whine about it. It's like, Total Biscuit, you're so mean. It's like, okay, my next show is in Swahili. Then, in that case, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No more moon language, but it's awesome.
What? No, it's not. It's... You've got weird things. Like, you sort of cough half of your words.
No, I don't.
What would that...
I can't help it.
It's a Murloc. It seriously is. It's Murloc, the Murloc language.
No, let's not do that. You're horrible.
I'm sorry, that was actually a bit of Shakespeare in Dutch there. For the audience out there, very cultured. I'm going to get beaten up when I go to Amsterdam tomorrow, and possibly on Sunday when I go and play Descent with you guys. Yeah. I think most of them are actually listening to the show right now and probably getting rather pissed off at me.
I don't think so. One's busy with homework. Oh, the other one is.
Yes.
The other one is 2. Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 of them, yeah. Are they scrawny or, can I take them?
One you can't take. No.
Okay, right. Well, I will run away from him and I'll beat up the other guy.
I think he's actually in the IRC. Bush is back.
Yes, Bush is back. Just what we always wanted. Right. Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we?
We do have content.
We do, actually. We did come up with some content.
We'll not tell yet.
Well,
we won't tell
we
yet.
can if I can find it. I don't really know where it was. I think I starred it, but I also starred a lot of stuff. Wasn't that one?
No. Yeah.
It was an email regarding, like, top 10s or something like that, wasn't it?
No, you're missing it. It's,
Where is it? Here? Oh, yes, here we go. Yes, it's from Evil... what the hell? Evelix? Yes, Evelix. Holy Priest on Quercus Alliance, Shadow Song, EU. He says, let's show the world that Total Biscuit can be a happy shock jock by relating to us your top 10 happy moments in WoW. No.
I bought WoW. Only happy moment, I guess?
That was my single most unhappy moment. That was buying WoW, because it started this 5-year ride of depression and despair.
Well, you're here with the radio station.
I suppose.
Well, actually, you own it, so...
I suppose.
Yeah.
5-year thrill ride of depression and despair. Thank you, World of Warcraft. No, I'm not going to do that, but I will, however, do the top 10 worst decisions Blizzard has ever made in World of Warcraft.
Sorry.
I came up with them. I actually managed to come up with the top 10 worst things that I think that Blizzard has done. No doubt there's going to be people that disagree with me. You're drinking on air. It's a good job you're not part of the staff.
Yeah,
I would fire you. You're fired, incidentally.
I'm liquid. It's liquid courage.
You're fired.
Sorry.
You're drinking whiskey on the show. You're fired.
Whiskey's good.
You are fired.
I'm not on your staff.
Exactly, because I fired you.
I wasn't before.
So you think.
Oh, crap.
See?
I'm sorry.
This is stealth employment. No, it's okay, you can say crap. That's fine.
Okay, crap.
Say anything more serious than that, and yes, you will absolutely be fired again.
Wow.
Yeah, twice. Twice in one show.
Shocking.
I used to fire Lito all the time, but I don't think I fired him twice in one show.
You didn't?
No, I think I fired Lito basically once per show.
It's a world record.
Yeah, there you go. You currently hold the world record for the number of times the Total Biscuit has fired you.
Okay, let's just do content.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Top 10 terrible mistakes that Blizzard has made in World of Warcraft, as read by me.
And me, I guess.
Reaction. Number 10.
Leveling tax.
What do you mean by leveling tax?
Paying money for leveling or doing things that are necessary within leveling, like buying cold weather flying.
Cold weather flying is the biggest thing, yeah. I still, I obviously have my cold weather flying now and whatever, and it's like, it's 1,000 gold, whatever, but I object in principle to the idea that you should have to pay a large or small, depending on who you are and how much gold you've bought or acquired over the last few years, any form of gold in order to do something you could already do in the first place. And the analogy was, well, to get your land mounts to work in Outland, you had to buy high gravity riding or something along those lines. Same thing, you know.
It's like in Cataclysm, everyththing's changed, so the air is a little bit thinner. You've already said this before, I think. And you have to buy a new type of flying.
You have to buy a rebreather for your mount because the air is a little bit too thin up there now, and it can fall. It suffocates and falls out of the sky.
No, you can't fly until you can't fly above a certain height.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous and stupid, and I hate the idea that they could even bring in something like that. So I think that was really, really dumb, and I object to it on principle to this very day. It didn't need to be there. It served no practical purpose. It's like, if you don't want us to fly, that's fine, but don't make us pay for the privilege.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't need it to level, actually. I mean, it was so irritating and
some of the zones were just annoying as hell without flying, to be honest. They really were.
Ice Crown and the zone right next to that one.
Well, of course you needed it then, but you were given that terrible little mount. If you remember the loner mount, the 60% one.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's awful. I actually flew on that for a while because I put off buying that for ages.
Why did you?
Because I hated the idea of it.
Oh, okay.
I despised it. I had to finally get it because my guild was threatening to kick me because I couldn't fly to Naxxramas. Because the little loner mount only works in Sholazar, Ice Crown, and Storm Peaks.
Storm Peaks, though.
The places where you actually need them. It was pretty appalling. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 on the list of the worst things Blizzard has ever done with World of Warcraft.
The Wrathgate quest.
Yes. As in, the Wrathgate, what a great idea. The cinematic, amazing.
Yes.
The whole setup and the phasing and stuff, fantastic. The actual quest, awful.
Dull.
As in, the one where you had to go into the Undercity, you might as well have not been there.
Yeah.
You were invincible, but you could barely do any damage whatsoever.
A group mate of mine died there.
How?
In the channels, you got Fire Mathras or something. You have to fight. The guy before that.
Yes.
And he aggroed him. He taunted him for some reason.
Yeah, that was
stupid.
Yeah, so we're talking about specifically the one in the Undercity, the actual quest line leading up to it. That's okay. Yeah. We're talking about the actual quest in the Undercity. It's pointless. You're running around. You can't be killed unless you end up bugging it out or whatever. Because you're regenerating 99999 a second or whatever. You're doing pitiful damage. It takes ages. It takes like an hour. It took me like an hour to get to all of these waves, just spamming the arcane explosion button over and over again. I just didn't bother after a while. Just let the NPCs kill everything.
It's like, I think it's Conquer Back Naxxramas or something, the quest is called. It's like walk through Naxxramas. It's the same.
Yeah, exactly. It was absolutely appalling. It didn't help that you were running around with giant flags on your back, which looked absolutely stupid. It's like, we're playing tag rugby in here, you know?
Is it like Blood Bowl?
It's not like Blood Bowl.
Yeah, don't they have flags?
No, they don't have flags in Blood Bowl. I suppose they just sort of die a lot. Blood Bowl, frustrating game. Yeah, it was a great concept, really badly executed in terms of storytelling and in terms of how fun it was. So,
well, the story behind it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the idea was great. I just think it was really badly executed, and I hope they don't do anything so stupid with the Arthas fight in the 5-man. I've heard some pretty cool things about that, actually.
Yeah.
The idea that you're gonna lose. That's what I've heard.
About that,
yeah. And spoiler alert, anyone that cares about knowing this.
After they're saying it and then spoiler alert, that's not really helpful.
Well, saying you're gonna lose isn't a spoiler. I mean, people lose all the time in instances. But it's
like playing House of the Dead Overkill and you lost the game in the credits.
Yes, you're supposed to lose the game. Lose the game. Oh lord, which you all just lost incidentally. You're supposed to lose the fight with Arthas. It's like you go in there, you fight him, you get your ass kicked. The other faction comes and helps you, they get their ass kicked, and then the other guys come in and they get their ass kicked. And yeah, that's okay, I can do that. But no, the Wrathgate was absolutely appalling, and I hope that they don't do that again. Number 8 on the list of the top 10 worst things they've ever done would be Onyxia's Return, because they basically butchered the entire fight. Let's be honest. It's like you're giving way too much loot for way too little work, and if anything, all that the new Onyxia managed to highlight is how dumb people are these days.
Yeah, well, taking 4 deep breaths in one fight is just appalling.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen it
I've seen
happen.
it too.
It's appalling. I've never seen anything like it. Like, it just eating the deep breaths. And the worst thing is, it doesn't kill them. So they don't care. They just stand in it.
Yeah, and it takes about 10 seconds, 12 seconds before it
It's
actually hits
something
the ground.
stupid like that, yeah. And diving into the whelp caves, pulling aggro, getting right behind the tail. The fight itself isn't bad. I just object to it because it's a really old fight that was easy to begin with, and they're giving stupid loot for it.
Yeah,
and I can't stand that.
It's the best priest healing at is in there, and the best Fury Warrior.
Yeah,
dress hat
it's
and
like
stuff
the
that.
second or third best mage hat, the Netherwind helm. It's only very slightly beaten by some heroic TOC hat.
Oh.
Not happy with that. Number 7 on the list of stuff that sucks that Blizzard has done. That's the old honor system. Going back a little bit.
Grinding, let's say a few hundred hours to get an item. Nice.
Yes. Not really.
I've seen people do it with World PvP. That's awesome, to be honest.
It was WoW encouraging people to not only to share their accounts, because that was really the only way to get Grand Marshal High Warlord.
It's not entirely true. I've seen people do it without, and that's insane.
Well, that's encouraging people to have a very unhealthy lifestyle that might end up killing them, or at least making them extremely fat and homeless.
Yes,
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah, that was a terrible system. Absolutely appalling. And I'm glad they got rid of it.
I do. Although I did like the titles.
Yeah.
Guard and
I
stuff
only
like
know of one person that actually got to Grand Marshal High Warlord and didn't, lose all of her social contacts and her job and everything like that.
that. We had groups doing it. We had just rotating groups being like...
Yeah, I know Ariana got, I think, 3 Grand Marshals in total, which I assume involved possibly sharing account, etc. and those things like
I have
that.
no clue. Did you ask?
I haven't asked if it involved sharing an account, but one way or the other, yeah, she managed it, so there you go. But yeah, I'm sure she'll agree that it was a terrible system. Number 6 on the list, it's...
DOC.
Yes, the entire thing, the Crusaders Colosseum. Oh, man. What a rushed, hashed together piece of garbage.
Well, you gotta move 2 feet or something per boss.
Yeah, you barely have to move, it's hilarious. It's just, everything gets handed to you. You know what someone pointed out to me, which is absolutely ridiculous, and I never really thought of it before? That you are in a room, yeah, with basically the biggest heroes World of Warcraft has ever seen.
Yeah,
yeah?
true.
All of them. And yet, you're the guys who have to deal with a freaking Eridar when it gets out of control and kills its captain.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like, oh, the Eridar has been unleashed and is going to try and kill all of us. Hey!
Oh boy!
Hey, High Lord Fordring, maybe I want to help out, Thrall? Any of you? No?
Chain lightning,
Yeah, just chain lightning them all to death.
I've got this weapon, I don't know what to do with it. I'm tearing Fordring.
Oh, no. That was absolutely asinine. Now, the entire place sucks. No trash? Come on, really?
Although I do think the 5-man is good.
The fireman's supposed to be pretty reasonable. Now, I'd like to do the rest of the list, but we're running short on time for this segment, so we will continue it after the break. I think that sounds.
We can do that, yes.
Sounds like a reasonable
Number
idea.
5, I'll give a preview, maybe.
Yeah, feel free to give a preview.
It's at the end of TBC, that's it.
Yes, it was at the end of TBC. It was something that happened. It happened to the raid content. Well, a lot of the raid content, in fact.
All of the raid content.
In
TBC.
Yes. We'll tell you a little bit about that after the break. You are listening to You Please
On WCRadio.com.
with myself, Total Biscuit.
And Bunkerface.
I'll be right back after this. This is Deadlock, Code of Honor. Enjoy.